就是今天我要访问的这位老板 ，Stormgate 的 owner。OK。
So it's very surprising for me that Bandai doesn't have that kind of structure. With the recent OP10, I can be transparent. If we actually follow that price point, that pre-order price point, the shop will actually only make 15 ringgit per box.
OK， 我是 Senpai， 今天很特别 ，because this guy don't speak any Mandarin 。我在上一期的视频有提到，就是我认识的商家有2家是已经不想做 OPCG 了，其中一家就是今天我要访问的这位老板 Stormgate 的 owner。OK，
Hello.
Thank you so much for willing to accept my interview invitation. Okay, thank you so much.
Glad to be here. Yeah.
There's a show from our channel. It's called Blue Water 啦，吹水。
Okay,
吹水 easy to understand. Okay. We did mention 1 or 2 of card shop that I know stop doing OPCG. Without further ado, can you tell me your side of the story?
So my shop has been doing One Piece for I think about almost slightly more than a year already, right?
Yeah.
So initially I didn't take a lot of stock. I took enough stock so I can run the flagship to also understand how to do a Japanese card game, English card games like Flash and Blood or Magic, right? There's a lot of organized play activity happening. Organized play meaning the brand like Wizards of the Coast or Legend Story Studios, they got like software, they got things like judge program for judges. We knew One Piece is popular, right? But we always wonder how to do a card game that don't have all this support. So it's very surprising for me that Bandai doesn't have that kind of structure because Bandai is a very mature company. I think card game industry generally the channel is not very professional right now.
Generally speaking, or just Bandai?
Generally speaking, I think the only party that I find honestly I have good working relationship with and a bit more professionalism with is the distributor for Flash and Blood. Because this business or this hobby that we're in, right, we need to give people a place to congregate, come together. I think the card game business is not about selling. Oh yes, it's about buying cards, right? True, buying cards, buying the game, the cards that you need to play the game, buying accessories and things like that. That's one part of how we make money. But a lot of it also is the card shop is actually like a community center. Yeah.
So your point of it is telling us when you're starting a card shop, basically selling will be the second one. The first part will be building the community.
Yes, I think
so. Community come first.
Yeah.
Business come first. Seconds. Would you say that?
Yeah, I would say that.
How about you share with our viewers? If let's say I want to start a card shop, what would be the minimum capitals?
I think safely, if you want to open a card shop, you need to plan for more than one card game. Let's say 2 to 3 card games first.
Okay. Let's say Flash and Blood, One Piece. Okay. Pokemon. Let's say
Pokemon also, right? Let's just say that, right? What you probably need to set aside is at least I think $250,000 ringgit. So 250,000 will include having cash set aside for your stock. Because every time you have a new game in your store to support a group of players, you need to have money to buy stock every new set.
Mostly of the capitals or just part of it?
A majority of it. You need to also have capital available, obviously initial to do your renovation and all that. You need to have certain size of table. A lot of these details you need to put in place. I mean the new generation of players and all that, people are more used to more comfort, right? I think now you see kids also, they're all in Starbucks. When we were kids, where were we? We were in the Chap Fan place, right? Because when you play card games, for example, you are playing for hours here.
Yeah.
At least one tournament, you play the weekly tournament. At least you're here at least 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. I want people to be comfortable, right?
Since the community is there, there's players. Does it mean customers there?
So I would say that for a card store, having players sitting down here playing the games doesn't always equate to the store being able to get revenue.
So players doesn't equal customers. The main reason you are creating OPCG because of the margin, is it?
Yes, especially with the recent OP10. I can be transparent. If we actually follow that price point, that pre-order price point, the shop will actually only make 15 ringgit per box. Initially, when I first started OP, my volume was the basic volume from the distributor was we take 5 cartons and we are able to do flagship battle. Then after later I saw One Piece has got potential. I think people are able to buy. But then of course there are certain things along the way that I didn't expect. So the website OP9 was bad. And then I actually committed to a amount of stock. So I honored my word even though I didn't see it moving. I saw the market prices going down. but I still honored my decision. Too much cartons out there. So this to me is a result of an industry that's not healthy, right? The amount of stock that's in the market right now in Malaysia, I heard also other places of the world, so like even Australia, I saw it's quite bad.
Is it the brand itself?
The brand
need to be blamed.
The brand,
because they are not doing their work to promote enough to more level of consumers.
Distribution doesn't have much of that responsibility. Principal doesn't get involved also. Like how many like Bandai card game events to learn to play? Because card games are not that easy, right? And then after that, once they learn already, you also need to assimilate them to your community. So much time and money going outside of the store to teach. You bring them to the store, they have a very bad experience. Then why would they stay to play the game? If the game is not fun, because this at the end of the day, card games is still a game, you know. If I'm not having fun playing card games, I'm always losing, right? Then what's the point of playing? And then, is it just for competitive players or not? Card games should be for everyone to me. You should be able to play card games whether you can spend 1,000 ringgit every month or whether you can spend 50 ringgit.
There's one question I want to ask you about the futures of TCG. Would you think that digital TCG will replace the physical TCG?
I continue to put into it because I believe that if we do things right, and we can communicate the benefits of what TCGs can bring for kids, for people, then the future is bright. If we don't improve the industry, the quality of the industry, then I believe TCGs also, it will die. The TCG industry actually, right, we are not fighting with each other, you know. Wizards of the Coast is not fighting with Bandai. Bandai is not fighting with Pokemon. Pokemon is not fighting with Legend Story Studios. The whole industry actually, right, as a whole is fighting against Netflix, fighting against mobile games, computer
Switch.
games,
yeah.
right? We need the support of the community. Right? This business is not just business, right? It's also community. I also as a store owner, I also feel like sometimes, how do I give back?
Chris, hopefully we can do it again in future.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. And please subscribe 卡之国。再次感谢 Chris 愿意接受我们卡之国的访问邀约。Stormgate 这个地方呢，真的可以感受到浓浓的人情味还有舒适感。大家如果有时间的话，在附近的话，记得可以到这里看看、玩，然后询问更多不同卡牌游戏的详情。虽然他们即将要离开 OPCG 了，可是我还是祝福他们。在未来的日子，我们希望我们还有合作的机会。我们也希望 Stormgate 可以继续强壮的扩展下去。这一期的访问就到这里，希望大家可以在我们下方留言，也理性的和我们交流。我是 Senpai， 下一期见。
OK， 我们的 YouTube 呢现在已经开通会员了，记得加入我们哦。还有记得一定要订阅我们、分享还有点赞。